Okay. All righty. Today is Q&A. I had a little problem getting in here, you guys, so Cynthia helped me get it figured out. Okay, so again, today's Q&A. I do want to remind people today the group clearing is on dark force energy drain. We've been clearing out dark force interference stuff that's causing problems, energy drain, all that kind of stuff. So you may want to get in on that one. That starts in less than an hour. All right, so let's see here. Okay, here's a question. Let me see what this is. Okay. All right, so I was talking about something. Someone was asking about chakras being damaged by witchcraft caused by arrival in a previous life. And I think, okay, so what I mean by that, when I say the word has already been spoken, here's the thing. There are some things in your life that are going to happen, okay? It's already predetermined, it's already agreed upon, it is going to happen, okay? That's what I mean when I say the word has already been spoken. That's what I mean, okay? It means whatever that is, whatever's happening, it's already in place. It's not going to stop. You can't change it. You can't stop it. That's it. The word has already been spoken. That's what I mean by that. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. What's this? I hear you say that our soul can be trapped and annihilated. That sounds pretty scary. Can we avoid something? Okay, I'm not saying that the soul can be annihilated, okay? The soul is not going to be annihilated. It can be trapped for sure. And yes, we can annihilate a soul, but that's not a very common thing, okay? For one thing, nobody really has the right to do that other than creation itself, and rarely will that ever happen unless some kind of psychotic thing happens with the soul at a soul level and it kind of goes nuts or something, then creation will absorb it back in. But basically, there's no annihilation of the soul, okay? Now, you can be trapped, very easily trapped, and it doesn't mean that all of you is trapped, okay? So if you understand that you're multidimensional, that there's many aspects of you at a soul level, think about this. You have your higher levels, which is several aspects of you, not just one, okay? Several higher levels. You got your God self levels, your oversoul levels, you got your super consciousness, you have your aspects of you that are multidimensional, another time and space, okay? So when we're dealing, like for example, when we are dealing with soul retrieval, what's happening is here's a person in their body, okay? Well, aspects of their soul are trapped, caught, stuck somewhere else on any time space, okay? So we're pulling you back, bringing you back from these places. And you can feel fragmented. You can have all kinds of different sensations, feelings in you when you're not here, okay? But there's always going to be aspects of you that will never be in your body, that will never incarnate, okay? Now, you're not going to avoid anything. You're not going to stop being trapped because you're agreeing at a soul level, okay? You don't know why you're agreeing, okay? So there's all these, just to know that when we're in between lifetimes, we're making agreements for certain experiences with our soul family to do different soul dances. I just call it soul dancing with each other. And you might be, setting stuff up for a couple lifetimes down the road. But it's like all these things that you're doing it for a reason, and those reasons have to do with waking up the soul at the soul level, the soul evolving to the point to where it becomes one with all that is creation itself, okay? So you're not going to stop things, and I wouldn't be worried about being trapped or don't worry about being annihilated. They're not happening. You're not psychotic. You're not, a renegade doing all kinds of damage that you need to be stopped. Okay. Now, can something be annihilated? Yes, it can. But, you have to know how to do that. You can't just go, oh, I'm going to annihilate that soul. See, annihilation means gone for eternity, never to be back again. Game over. Dance done. Got it? Okay, so we might say, "Oh, we're going to annihilate you." Well, no, you're not annihilating anybody. You might take them out of this lifetime, or you might take them out of a certain frequency that they're in and send them into the light, but they're not annihilated. Okay, they're just transitioned up and out into the light. So I wouldn't be worrying about things like what you're asking here, because I can tell you right now, Nadine, you're scattered all over the place. Okay, you just don't know it. So is everybody else. Okay. But you want to be here. So you can start pulling stuff in. But at the same time, if there's things happening, if there's reasons why you're trapped or stuck or whatever, you need help getting that unraveled. If you can do it yourself, great. But most people need help. Okay. Okay. How can there be old souls if there's no time? Hang on, guys. This is cute. Okay. How can there be old souls if there's no time? Okay. So what we're looking at here is, like there's energy is moving, and there is time in the sense of everything keeps moving. Okay, so you have souls that are created, birth, so to speak, from the inception. This is way back. This is when this actually prior in the very very beginning. What was happening is it was the soul levels, but it was what was being created. It was what we now call archangels. There was a group of them, and from that, then other things started happening. But that's the originals. They're like the originals, and then from there, then there's where others begin to be created from consciousness. So waking up, and that's how soul, the separation of from the connection to the all that is soul awareness, soul consciousness, feeling and becoming aware of your own awareness. That's when you became a soul. Okay, so there's constantly souls being created, or there was. There's no new ones anymore, and haven't been for a very long time. And you have soul families that you're a part of, groups of souls that are constantly in lifetimes together, doing all kinds of things, good stuff, bad stuff, atrocities, loving stuff, all of it. Okay. So at a soul, like early souls, young souls, okay, they just haven't had as many lifetimes, as many experiences. So an old soul is someone who's been around a long time, done lots of things, has had massive amounts of experiences, or a lot of wisdom, knowledge, experience that's anchored in the soul itself. Okay, the younger ones are less, they don't have all those experiences and the same kinds of things as someone who has an older soul. So no, they're not all done. They're not all created and birthed at the same time. Okay, hang on. Okay, people started to notice, talk about Earth magnetic field weakened and pole shifts. The huge global disaster will happen no later than 2050. Is that true? What do you see, track? Okay, you really want to know? So back in 1976, back then I was bringing in beings into the body, and I was asking lots of different questions, and I was shown the future, which is now, and I was shown that natural disasters will be killing people by the thousands. There will be famine. There will be all the different things that are happening, more earthquakes, more tornadoes, more tsunamis, more natural disasters, more and more and more. Okay, there'll be water issues, which is already happening, pollution issues, radiation issues, Wi-Fi stuff. I mean, you all see what's happening right now. Okay, if anybody's paying attention or even understands or knows what's happening, you're being zapped by the 5G, you're being zapped by Wi-Fi's, going to create tumors, all kinds of negative things. The world, there's all kinds of food issues already happening. People are already starving in different areas. That's going to continue. Back then, I was shown that we needed to have land where we could raise our own critters, have our own food, grow food. We'd also need to have guns because people will be coming to take stuff. This is what I was shown. Okay, so that's what people have been getting prepared for. And if you have any, if you go into stuff, track it, or even research, you'll find even Mormons, they're all prepared for for that kind of thing. And then other people as well. You find people in communities creating their own communities because they know what's coming down the pike. It's coming. It'll be before 2050, I guarantee it. Okay. So something really intense happens in 2026. Energy goes really dark. I haven't tracked it. I don't really know what it is because I don't want to know what it is just yet. You know. So yeah, stuff's happening. So here's the thing. If you're gonna make it and live, you will. If you're not, you won't. Get over it. No sense stressing over it. Okay. You'll know it's like something will happen, you'll be guided or whatever, you'll be in the perfect place so nothing harm comes to you or whatever, or you'll be wiped out. Okay? Can't fight it. This is a good one. All right, what happens to the discarnates and entities in us when we die? Do they find a new body to attach to, or do they stay with us in spirit? Okay, actually, any of that can happen. So when you have discarnates in you, many reasons why you have discarnates. Some of them know you, some of them don't. They're coming in because there's a vibrational frequency that matches their vibrational frequency, which is your wounding, matches their wounding. Oh, perfect energy to come into. Okay, what it does is it intensifies your experiences, it compounds all of your experiences, the intensity that you're living, and it affects your thoughts, your beliefs, everything. Okay, so we don't want spirits inside of us. But what happens though, when the body dies, now those spirits might choose to stay with that soul, or they leave that body. They might wake up and realize, oh, going home into the light, or they might find another host, another body. Okay, so just dying doesn't release you or necessarily mean that these discarnates won't be with you. So what can happen too is in past lives, you got people that want revenge, they want to punish you, torture you, or they love you and don't want to leave you, want to take care of you, want to protect you, all kinds of different reasons why they're there. Okay, but they don't just go away because you die. Okay, just know that it's best to send them into the light. All right. All right, this is a good one. Do archangels ever incarnate here as humans? Okay, so it's not that the entire energy consciousness of a archangel incarnates. What we have are emanations of an archangel. I am an emanation of an archangel. I already know this. I've seen it, and so are others. Not everyone, but some people are. So they don't incarnate. Just to answer your question, no, they do not incarnate as the whole energy, but an emanation of it, a piece of it, an aspect of it, an essence of that does incarnate. Raindrop, what's up? Okay, hang on. Why do so many younger people struggle so much with paying attention, focusing, and concentrating? That's a good one. I've not actually looked at this before, Raindrop. Let me just take a look here. I'm gonna look at you, but also younger people, younger gen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's different. Okay, they got the different labels for stuff. You know what I mean? Like the Z generation, and I'm not sure which one we're in now, but the younger ones. Okay, hang on. What is it? Yeah. Okay. Well, here's what's happening. What I'm checking. There, you know, the earth. There's always movement happening. So as time goes by, different energy frequencies are hitting the earth. So partly what's happening. There's several things happening, but the frequency of the new paradigm is huge. Okay, that is like a bright light being is shine. Just imagine you've got a light bulb shining really brightly on something. Okay, what it's going to do is it's going to shift the energy frequency of the energy that it's actually hitting, so to speak. Okay, so when I'm doing people, just so you understand, as I'm tracking this energy, getting a sense of her question, what's happening. So I'm being shown, I can see clearly that frequency here is it's like you have all these people that are older, that were here before you, before your generation. Okay, new paradigm has been coming now for since the 80s, but now it's getting stronger and brighter. So you came in onto the planet at a time when the shift of that dark energy had made a good movement, good shift. So now the darkness that everybody else has been living in is no longer, it doesn't affect you in the same way. And the light of that paradigm is literally, I can see it clearly. It's like it's hitting, oh, whoa, that's so cool. All right. So you don't have the same kind of, I don't know how to say it. It's like filter. It's not really filters, but it's your frequency is not the same as people who have that were born on the planet prior to your generation. Okay, it's all part of the new paradigm. So you don't have the same kinds of blockages or whatever. So what's happening is the light is shining, and all you want to do is, have raise your vibration, have happiness, have fun, play. There's no focus happening here. Okay, um, it's like a light. Like I said, like just imagine a light shining on a playground with a bunch of kids, and now that light is wake. Now they don't want to go back into the classroom. They want to stay in that light. Okay, so there's that's what the energy frequency is doing. It's like your energy frequency is vibrating at a different frequency, and as opposed to the peoples that were here before you, and that energy it's actually a higher vibration, which is kind of cool. So that's one of the pieces that's happening, and you're not gonna change it. I would write it through, and I mean, I would write it and enjoy it and have it, and but then also I know that people need to, have ways and means to take care of oneself financially, but there's things that, there's other things that you can do that will keep you in that higher vibrational frequency, which is actually kind of cool, pretty cool. What? Okay, hang on. Yeah, Sarah, hang on, just so you know. So yes, we're right in the middle now. We're in, there's 10 chapters. We got 7 chapters, and it is about the know thyself. So I just feel these teachings need to get out there because people don't know them. And when you understand what we're really doing, when you understand how to use your life, and that you do need to unravel your unconscious wounding, that we really are here to be liberated, to live with our hearts wide open, sharing the gift of who we are. And and if you're on a path of any kind of healing, of consciousness, of wakefulness, awareness, responsibility, accountability, you're going to want to read this book. Okay, it's not going to be a big book. It's very simple, but it's like it will tell you all the different pieces that you need to be aware of. Like, for example, let me just give you a minute example. Your reactions, you're reacting because there's something in your subconscious. That's not coming from this lifetime. This is coming from past lives. Okay? Carry it over. You're trying to unravel it, clear it so you can open your heart. Okay? So you got this wound in here. So what happens is you want to unravel it, so other things are going to happen to awaken that wound. So when you have a reaction, that just means there's something in your subconscious that already exists that you are trying to unravel. Otherwise, you would have no reaction. I swear to goodness, there is no reaction when that wound is healed. Okay, so it just goes into more detail. And then there's all kinds of different components to it, like the blame game or whatever. So it's going to be really good, really good. All right, hang on. Cynthia, did your dragon have a name? So you guys, yesterday, and it's going to be on, you're going to get this. This will be free on YouTube. So yesterday, Cynthia met her dragon. So cool. So she brought him back. Okay. So Cynthia, I forgot to ask you, did you get a name for the dragon? And then I'm going to do this here. Okay. And then, okay, hang on. Can we also call in a group of people into a clearing? Everyone from my or family. Okay. Oh, his Teddy. So he's got red, he's got a little bit of orange. I can see a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow. Yeah, he's okay. So Teddy. All right. So Teddy and my dragon like each other, which is cool. Oh, that, yeah, shorten his name. Yeah, I figured. Coming back to the question, I never had someone bring in a town before, okay? So, it's like in order to really call someone in, you can't just say a blanket, say the entire town. Okay, unless you're holding everyone in your awareness, okay, you have to have them in your awareness. You don't just say, oh, the whole town of Ringgold, come on in. That is not going to happen, all right? So you need to make sure that whoever you're wanting to come in, if it's your family, hold them in your awareness. Your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, whoever that is, you have to hold them in your awareness. You can't just say, the whole town of Ringgold, come on in, okay? And you don't have to do it individually. Like, for example, if I want my kids, I know all my kids. I can see them clearly. Jen, Nathan, Heather, Logan, these are my kids and grandkids. So, I can just like boom, boom, boom. Okay, so you can do it that way. Okay. All righty. Yes, they do. Animals, okay, sorry. Do animals also carry entities? We have a cat at home that bites due to trauma and wonder if he's influenced by other energies. Yes, people I have had, I remember when I was in Santa Fe I'm in the movie film I'm in, Awakened Soul to Soul, the producers, we were in Santa Fe, and they brought their cat, and the cat was lethargic, and and I could see there was a dark energy in it. So I took that entity out of the cat, and all of a sudden the cat was like playing, eating, everything shifted and changed. Okay, so yes, they do have entities in them. They do have discarnates in them. They can have anything. You just don't know. Okay, anything can happen. Okay. Okay, hang on. All right. I wanted to include your ancestors. Okay. Hang on, meeting. So your ancestors, they've already incarnated, so they're not behind anymore. They've already been incarnating. Some of them have already incarnated and died again, of course. But when you're dealing with ancestors, rather than just saying your ancestors, if there's something that you want to clear from your ancestral line, that's a little different, okay? But what we're talking about is, you're asking to clear ancestors, but you need to, again, you'd have to hold in your awareness. See, this is the key. It's like, if you don't hold them in your awareness, how am I going to find them? Okay. So if you don't know who they are, then you're going to have to be a little bit different. Like you'd have to be, I would have to track your ancestral line in order to pull them in. I won't be doing that at a group clearing, just so you know. Okay. So if you're wanting something, you've got particular ones, specific ones, or if there's specific things that have happened that you're aware of that you want to shift and change, you can, you can do that, but you still have to hold, like, who are they? Who are they? Okay. I mean, you guys, I can do a lot, but I'm not, I'm not able to just know who you're talking about. What's the deal with Cancer? So, what's the deal with Cancer? People, here's the thing. We create beliefs, and here's how it starts. Kate, I'm just going to use you, okay? I'm not saying you got cancer, but I'm just saying. So, Kate, you got carryover, okay? Let me, so I can describe it. Give me a sec here. Okay, you got trauma. Okay, you've done some atrocities, and those atrocities, with malice and forethought, intentionally causing harm, literally torturing to the point of death. And then you had regret, then you had fear, then you had beliefs that, that you're going to be tortured, you're going to be punished. And when we have those kinds of feelings, we anchor that into the soul imprint, then it gets lodged into the subconscious. So when we have these beliefs that we're bad, that we've done things, atrocities, that we've caused harm, we start to believe, I'm going to be punished. There's going to be retribution. I deserve it. I deserve it. So then we create different things by those beliefs. This is why and it doesn't, you guys, this on some level. Any kind of illnesses or diseases, we're going in and we're finding the root cause, meaning where did you begin to create this in your belief system? There's a belief, okay? So there can also be death wishes. So, you guys, it's like with anything, whether it's cancer or, any of the illnesses, diseases that kill people, tuberculosis, lung diseases, all these things that happen to people. We've called it in, we've created it based on beliefs that we deserve to be punished, or we deserve, or we're the scapegoat, or I'll take it on, I'll suffer for everybody, or I'll save everybody. It's all this stuff at a soul level, people. And just know we are co-creators of everything. This is why the know thyself will change your life, will change your world. You can heal yourself on many things, unless the word's already been spoken that you're meant to die in that way. We can't unravel that, but we can change it for your next incarnation. Okay. All right, people, coming up in half an hour, dark force energy drain, group clearing, dark force energy drain. I'm going to be getting in there, unraveling all the kinds of stuff in the subconscious, get this dark energy out of you, away from you. All right, so hopefully I'll see you there.